All right, we're about to take a tour of the Boeing ecoDemonstrator aircraft, 737 MAX. You can see right back here. Here we are in Dubai, 2021.
Started here, and if you need to leave, then you will.
All right, so this is entering the 737 MAX.
Airlines will look for operational efficiencies every day, ways to reduce water or seat weight or galley weight or things that you might not read about or write about very often. But those things all contribute to fuel efficiency, so they're very important to the airline and to carbon emission reductions. Hybrid electric fuel cells or hydrogen fuel cells or flying more sustainable aviation fuel, doing flights with 100% of it. Those things, those transitions to these things that are going to help us reduce carbon emissions are going to be particularly important. And then we have to apply those things to our next generations of airplanes or an electric airplane or what have you. And the ecoDemonstrator program is critically important to almost all those things, because the things we do here through partners, airline partners and others, help inform things that will go on our next airplanes and also our improvements that can go on existing airplanes. And so this is a big investment we make around airline improvement and specifically carbon emission reduction improvement and safety improvements. And with that, I'd like to just introduce Mike Sinnott, VP of Product Development for Boeing.
Thanks, Chris, and welcome everybody. Thanks for taking the time to spend some time with us this morning. This is the 8th ecoDemonstrator airplane that we've run in our ecoDemonstrator program. We started the program back in 2012, really as a result of understanding that in previous flying demonstrator cases, we would have one project that required a flying demonstrator. We'd get a flying demonstrator for that one project and we'd fly the project, but there was a lot of time available to do other things on the airplane. And we kind of shifted our focus to instead ensure that we have an airplane and then spend a year pulling together technologies that can all be tested on the airplane. And as a result, you'll see today there's probably 20 different technologies that are being tested on this airplane today. Some of them will have big impacts, some of them will have small impacts, but you win the game by getting little bits of improvement that all add up. So we decided to dedicate an airplane to testing technologies. The very first ecoDemonstrator we did was in 2012. And it was a 737-800 with our partner at the time, Alaska American Airlines. It was the first use ever of demonstration ever of a natural laminar flow winglet. It was a way to create a winglet that had a very smooth surface that could be manufactured practically and could be maintained practically, but had significant amounts of laminar flow, which reduces drag. And so a typical winglet has a lot of improvement in fuel burn. If you make it natural flow, it can have another 25 to 50% benefit. And what was unique about that is that design that was originally on a 737-800 is now standard equipment on the 737 MAX. In total, we've tested on a 787 that was Boeing's own. We tested with our partner Etihad on a 787-10 here in the Middle East. We tested on a 757, on a 777-200, a 777 freighter, so a number of different airplanes. The latest culmination is the 737 MAX 9 with our partner Alaska Airlines, and we'll be taking it, as the years go on, we'll be adding even more to it. So a lot of really great technology investment. Probably 225 or so technologies have been tested on the ecoDemonstrator program, and of those 220 technologies, about a third of them have found their way onto airplanes or into service solutions for operational solutions for the airlines. A significant amount of work done on operational efficiency that Chris mentioned, helping pilots find, through data coming onto the airplane, better routing around storms or continuous descent arrivals, better ways to reduce noise in the approach path into Seattle as an example. So a lot of that work continues to this day. You'll see some of that on the airplane today, and you'll get a chance to walk around and see some of the cool stuff that's going on the outside of that airplane. But it's more than just one airplane. It's really a program that pulls together many of these technologies, and we'll keep demonstrating and testing and finding better ways to do things to reduce the carbon impact and improve safety. So that's it. Enjoy your time on the airplane. Feel free to ask any questions.
All right, we're entering the the Boeing ecoDemonstrator 737 MAX 900. We've been actually part of this news group back here with the Boeing executives. And as you can see, it's configured for testing, like the 777X will be here. This will be eventually going into Alaska Airlines. Delian Maxwell here with Richard Johnson, test pilot.
Yes.
And Richard's going to give us a little information here about this ecoDemonstrator test aircraft. Richard, please go ahead.
Sure. Well, welcome. This is the 2021 737-9 ecoDemonstrator. Each year we use a different airframe to test different technologies for efficiency and sustainability. Here in the flight deck, most of the things you'll see are standard to our MAX aircraft. The new technology here in the flight deck is going to be our touch screen. So this CDU is used to program many of our flight plans and have other functions. As a touch screen, it's lighter weight, and we're also able to remove some of the other panels here from the aisle stand, and we're able to show weight savings of up to 10 kilograms. So every pound or every kilogram of weight saves fuel as we operate the airplane. There's also some data link technologies that we've been working with our partners to show more efficient flight routing, and all of that helps reduce the impact we have on the environment. So this airplane we started testing in June, and we'll complete testing next month. After we complete our testing, the airplane will be reconfigured with the interior that Alaska Airlines has selected, and it will enter service with Alaska Airlines.
How do you like flying this plane?
Well, it's fun. One of the best jobs at Boeing, I think, is being a test pilot. All of our test pilots have a technical background, so we can appreciate the details that we're working through and the new technology we're bringing forward. But as a test pilot, I actually get to experience it. I actually get to see what's new and exciting and provide input to make improvements before it goes out there and the flying public sees it.
Richard, thanks.
Definitely.
Okay, take care, everyone. Thank you very much.